Welcome to the Wong Review, and yes, I am shooting this in the dark. And the main reason why I'm shooting this in the dark is to showcase the Ikea Smart Home LED light strip called MYRVRV. I'll leave the name right here because I'm just bad at pronouncing foreign names. I wanted to create some ambient light in my room, and I decided to go with the Ikea Smart Home LED lights. And I'm going to show you what it is right now if I turn this on. The main lights right now is on my desk. I have a light strip going this way and one behind the TV. And if I turn this a little bit, I actually installed the LED light strip behind my headboard to give it a nice ambient light. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the different Ikea products you need to get the LED light strip going, especially if you want to connect it to your smart hub. I'm going to talk about the installation process. I'm going to talk about the features and functions, as well as how to connect it to your web app and controlling it using your app. So as you're watching the video, find it helpful, please remember to give it a thumbs up, like the video, and consider subscribing to my channel for similar content. All right, so here's what I purchased from Ikea. First is I bought 4 LED light strips, which is the MYRAVRV. It is each 2 meters in length. You can cut them depending on how long you lead it. It's 12 watts, and the lighting is 2700 kelvins, which is a bit of a yellow hue. You also need a Tradfri, which is what it plugs into. So this is the wireless driver that allows you to connect multiple LED stripes, as well as connect it to the router and control it through your smart hub. Next is the Ansluta. This allows you to power the wireless driver, as well as it has a mechanical switch. And then the Dirigera. This is the wireless router that connects to your smart home app on your phone. So we'll take a closer look at the LED light strip itself. Next, we'll take a look at the LED light strip itself. I've uncurled it here, so it has some dimensions here. It shows you where to cut if you need to shorten it, which I need to do in my case. It's pretty pliable. It's good plastic. And then it also comes with mounting brackets. It does include the mounting bracket for the LED light strip, as well as screws if you do decide to install it. And then, which I'll show you in a bit, but I didn't show you here, it does also come with 3M strips that you can tack onto the brackets instead of using screws. Next, we'll look at the Tradfri. So this is the power supply unit. And again, this is actually where the wireless unit is to connect to the smart hub. It's pretty light, so I am going to be mounting it against my bed. And then there is the female end of where you would plug in the LED light strips itself, and there's 10 slots in total that you could plug it into. Next is the Ansluta. This is just the power cord that powers the driver, so you just kind of plug it in. And again, there's a mechanical switch at the end that allows you to turn on and off the light. I have it plugged in against my headboard, and you can see it kind of curls up, and the clamps just aren't staying. So I'm just gonna replace them here. The ones that come off. So one thing I missed in the initial videos, it does come with 3M strips that you could apply to the back of the clip and then stick it on if you don't have the room to screw it in. Unfortunately for me, the 3M strips aren't strong enough, and you can see here when applied to the back of the headboard, the particle board, it easily came off. And so what I ended up doing was getting this, going to Rona and picking up this No More Nails mounting tape. Supposed to be up to 35 kilos, so I'm going to be switching all those tape, the 3M tape, with that and mounting it on here. So here I am just applying that No Nail LePage double-sided tape. It's blue. I just kind of stick it onto the bracket, and then I cut it, and then I move on to the next one. And it seems to work really well, and it definitely stays on much better than the provided 3M tape.
I like a little 5.
So one here, and one going down, and then just along the baseboard here to the end here. So what I've done is put the wires. These will come to here. What I do now is I'm going to mount this here. I'm going to mount the switch here as well. Overall, mounting the LED lights and then mounting the hardware wasn't really hard. It took me, I think, half an hour to put the LED light strip against my headboard, and then just finished installing like the light switch here, as well as plugging it all in and doing the cable management of it. I did like the fact that it's light, that you can actually mount it to a surface. They do provide screws. In this case, I use my own Velcro tape, as well as some of the provided 3M tape I didn't end up using at all. So they also give you a lot of Velcro wraps that you can use for the LED lights. So I use that to kind of do some cable management piece of it. Here I am just plugging it in. As soon as you plug it in, it does light up. And it's by default at its bright setting. And just here, just demoing the mechanical switch instead of using your app if you choose to. And then I just wanted to show you the LED light. I know the camera is kind of overexposed a bit, but it shows you the brackets I mounted to the baseboards and how I have the LED light strip connected to it. And then using the 3M tape, how I kind of set the brackets at the back, and I did it all the way to the top and on the side. Looks good. So here I am adding it to the Ikea Home App. So you scroll down and you look for drivers, and you click on the driver icon. Actually, you just hit next. And then what I like about it is has video playback that shows you what to do next in terms of the steps. And so here I just click the play button, watch the video, and then I just do the exact same thing in real time with the app. Here it's asking for your pin to push it down. I actually had to go to the mall to find something small enough and buy a pin. So here's the needle that I bought at the grocery store because I don't have anything small enough. You push it down for 2 seconds, your LED lights start blinking, and then it's connected to your app. So here's the lights after it's fully installed on my headboard on the right side of the bed. It's already been connected, and I just want to show you the app real quick. So it shows you the driver icon, and when you have the app, you can actually dim the LED light, which was another reason why I wanted to get the smart home feature and I get the router. And so here I can turn it up and turn it down. Otherwise, by default, it is on the brightest mode. So this is great if I'm watching TV, if I'm doing some reading in bed, I can turn down the light so it's not so bright, but still give it that ambience lighting in the room here. So I just want to do something here. So I set it to 50%. I want to know if I mechanically turn it off and on, will it retain its memory? And now I turn it back on. And I checked my app, and yes, it actually did retain its memory. So I had it set to 50% when I turned it off, and it was good to know when I turned it back on, it was at 50% as well. And here I'm just turning it up. So in my bedroom, I also have my workstation with my Mac Studio. And I don't like working in the dark with the screens. I find it's really hard on the eyes. And having this ambient light helps with easing of my eyes. It's not much of a strain. And so here I am just demonstrating the LED lights. So you can control it using the same Ikea Home App and changing the brightness lighter or darker. Again, it was really easy to install. I used the 3M tape, and I'm really happy with how it looks, and it's much easier on the eyes when I'm editing in my room now. That wraps up my video of the Ikea Smart Home LED light strip MYRVRV and how I use it in my room. If you have any questions or comments about it, please leave it down below. Please stay tuned for my next video, which I talk about using IKEA floor lamps and connect it to my smart home and how I control that as well. So that'll be a part 2 to this video. All right, so thank you guys for watching, and until next time.